In this business, someone is always given credit for giving them that big break in show business, and our next guest on this special Statler Brother Night really fits the bill. It was March 1964 that the Statlers first went to work with our next guest.
Yes, this person is a superstar in the business, and I think it's so interesting now that the Statlers are too. So the Statlers and their hero are going to perform for you right now. Come on, boys.
Well, I remember when I was a lad, times were hard and things were bad, but there's a silver lining behind every cloud. Just poor people, that's all we were, trying to make a living out of black land dirt. We get together in a family circle, sing out loud.
Daddy sang bass,
Mama sang tenor,
and little brother was joined right in there.
Cause singing seems to help a troubled soul. One of these days it won't be long, I'll rejoin them in a song. I want to join the family circle at the throne. Oh no, the circle won't be broken by and by, Lord, by and by.
Dad, you'll sing bass,
Mama sang tenor,
and little brother was joined right in there.
In the sky, Lord, in the sky. All right. I remember after work, my mama would call in all of us, and you could hear us singing for a country mile. Now little brother's done gone on, I'll rejoin him in a song. We'll be together again up yonder in a little while.
Dad, he'll sing bass,
Mama sang tenor,
and little brother was joined right in there.
All singing seems to help a troubled soul. One of these days it won't be long, I'll rejoin them in a song. I want to join the family circle at the throne.
All right, let's do it.
Oh no, the circle won't be broken. By and by, Lord, by and by.
Dad, he'll sing bass,
Mama sang tenor,
and little brother was joined right in there.
In the sky, Lord, in the sky. In the sky, Lord, in the sky.
Mr. Cash.
Oh, that was great. Good to see you. Come on
How you doing,
in.
Johnny? Right here, sir. Make yourself at home. Come on in, guys. Yeah.
Oh,
Get
Have a
ready.
seat.
they're all over the place.
All right.
Okay, we want the true story back in 1964. Why did you choose the Statler brothers to back you up for the first time?
Yeah, well, we were cheap.
They were cheap. Yes.
They were the only thing I could find at the time. The Statler brothers. We worked at a place called Watermelon Park, Virginia. Yeah, I'm nervous tonight.
Very well.
I'm so excited about doing this. I love these guys, and it's so good to be with them.
Hey, we're all on a rush tonight. This is a big night for everybody.
Yeah, we're-
I think. I wonder how you feel. Yeah.
Standing ovation from our audience and everything. It's wonderful, you know?
Yeah.
We were booked at a place called Watermelon Park, Virginia, and these guys were on the show, the Statler brothers. First time I ever saw them, I watched them on stage, and I loved what they did. The first thing that I remember them doing that I really loved was Wreck of Old 97. They did a quartet version of Wreck of Old 97, and they did some gospel songs, and a song they wrote called Billy Christian. I believe you wrote that.
No, Tom T. Hall did, but
Tom T.
thank you.
He'll take the check.
Let me say something right here. John did. He put us on his show, Sight Unseen, in Watermelon Park on this Sunday afternoon. And here's what the man did. This is the God's truth if I ever told it. He came out on set on the edge of the stage where and there was people everywhere, 5,000, 6,000 people. They're wading in the Shenandoah River. He came out, sat on the edge of the stage where people could see him and watched our show. He didn't have any idea who we were, and I thought that was the greatest tribute to the man I'd ever heard.
Well, I knew that at that moment I was seeing something great. You know, always loved quartets, and here was the best one I'd ever heard.
Now, how long did these guys work for you, and what's the worst trouble they got you into?
I don't know that they got me into any trouble. I got them into a lot.
That's not true. We were there 8.5 years, and I'm telling you what, it was the greatest. It's the greatest 8.5 years of our life. I mean,
It was our college education in the music business.
You know, they could
Exactly what-
adapt. Let me tell you, they could adapt. We took them to England, not long after we started working together. And they didn't like to go overseas, but they always went. They never complained about it. But every one of them had a quart jar of peanut butter in their suitcase, so they could have some food from home. You know.
If you got peanut butter, they can't starve you out. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's right. It's very filling.
As long as
You're
you
right.
got some bread. Well, Don, working with a man like Johnny Cash all of those years, what did you learn from him as an entertainer?
Oh.
And maybe even as a person?
Every night we would go out, we'd open the show, and then we would go back, and John would do his part, and he'd have us come over to the end to close with him and the Carters and.
And
the
speaking of
Tennessee
Carter's,
Three.
June's here.
June's here. Where's
June?
June?
June, come here. Come here, June. I'm gonna get you right in the mouth.
Where's June? Here she is. Hello, June. How you doing?
Come on, a great
Come on here,
surprise.
sit
I had to do.
Come
I
on
had
and
to
sit
come
down.
out to
Come on
defend
in there,
myself.
darling.
Thought you didn't know what was going to be said.
Stand right there.
I had no idea. I just
Have
heard.
a seat right here.
I heard somebody singing my part.
Okay.
June, that wasn't your part. You never did find that part.
But you know I was looking for
You
it.
were looking for it. I know you were.
I mean,
Your intentions were good.
all those years we worked together, they let me sing. They let me just have what was left. They all got a part, and they would allow me to sing along, and I loved all those
Today,
years.
with all the high tech and everything now, we started out, John would have a mic, and with the four of us and June would all be on one mic. Remember
Yeah,
that?
we were all on
We
one
crowded
mic,
in there,
and-
we just blew each other's ears off trying to get in that one mic.
We did. I mean, we just hogged our way right in. But I tell you, I just had to say how proud I've been of all of you, and I've missed you. I've missed you more than you'll ever know.
And we've missed you all.
Yeah.
But you've done good. We're really proud that the #1 cable television show in the world
That's
on
right.
Nashville Network, the
The Statler Brothers show.
All of, I'm gonna say one more thing.
Sure, please.
They just did, all the concerts they just did were sold out, and the next 8 that are booked are sold out, every seat. And I'm so proud that they're still doing so great.
You taught us, JR.
And-
Let me say something. I was talking about a while ago, what did you learn from this man? I remember one night Don and I were sitting in the dressing room. We were writing a song. I don't even remember what song it was. And John stuck his head in the door and said, "What are y'all doing?" I said, "We're writing a song." And he said, "Well, have you got it finished?" We said, "Well, no." And we were hung up on one line. I don't remember even what the line. And we told him what my idea was. And Don said, "Well, if you ought to do that." And he stood there for a second and he said, "Well, just remember, the best way to say anything is just to say it."
Yeah.
Some of
That's-
the greatest songwriting advice we've ever received. And he takes his own advice because he's the greatest when it comes to saying what he wants to say.
And I tell you, over the years, I know these guys have taken it to heart, and I'm sure Mr. Fortune back here, who entered the group, I mean, like at 100 miles an hour, writing some great songs. You've taken into account some of the writing style of Johnny Cash and some of the other greats in country music. That's how you developed your style.
He's one of the best as far as I'm concerned. And this is,
Jimmy.
by the way, the first time I've ever met the man tonight. It's the first time.
No
And
kidding.
it's a pleasure.
Yeah, we've, June and I have been watching Jimmy all these years, and we decided he's okay.
You like you like him better than you do Harold?
No. You know, the thing I like Harold, he's unpredictable. Like, I don't know if anybody noticed tonight, Harold's got on an orange handkerchief.
Yeah.
Oh, they noticed.
What does that stand for,
I
Harold?
thought that was his nose and it just dropped slightly.
You think that's pretty? You don't think that's pretty?
I
I didn't say
that's
nothing about your hat.
I didn't know I was going to be on.
You're trying to be nice.
Wait a minute. As we go to break, I'm going to try
Here to
to
adore
listen.
Johnny.
As we go to break, I'm going to try to patch things up and offer some Statler Brothers tissue.
There you
With
go.
our heartfelt thanks for being with us.